Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're doing a deck profile of Wrath of Kors 2, The Witches. This game was created by Chris, and he's such a big inspiration for me. I love his game, so I thought I'd do another deck profile. I did one for the Knights, and now it's time to do one for the Witches. So let's get right into this. First card, we got Sybil, the High Witch. I actually haven't playtested this card in particular yet, just because I just pulled it in a pack, Wrath of Kors 2, so... but it's a royal rare, so it's definitely going to be a good one. Then you got 2 Loyal Ember Witch. Its ability that once per turn you can discard the top card of your deck, and if you do, you can deal 1 damage to your enemy core directly. Is just so good. So I think that is really good card. Then we got 3 Demonic Wisps. I just love this card because it can cost 1 less, making it a 1-cost card if you have a witch in play, and it's got a 2/2, so really good stats. Midnight Horror, this is another experimental card. You guys don't have to put this in your deck if you do make this one, but I think it's a good-ish card. It does discard quite a few cards in your hand if you do want to play it cheap, but otherwise if you pair it with the Beta Core, it's not too bad. But in this deck I do use the Witch Core, just so you know. Then we got Sinister Witch, 3 copies. Sinister Witch is a decent card, and its ability reads, when this unit attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, this unit can attack the enemy core directly. So lots of card discard. So if you do have a card that brings back cards from your discard pile to your hand, that would be a good option. But this card is just discard, or this deck is just discard heavy. Then we got 3 Bog Dwelling Witch to attack directly. A Cookpot Witch for a reinforce. We also have, for other reinforce, Lookout Seer. Just the best witch reinforcements I have in my collection. We got Witch Assassin. This is another experimental card. I don't think it's too crazy, but its ability is good because it can attack directly. And I know witches don't really have that much defense, but I did add 2 Witch of Flames, and because it's a really annoying defensive card, and 2 Ruins of Belgu only because it's a 1-cost defensive card. It can probably block 1 hit from your core. Then the main stunner of this deck is the Blood Tree. It's just such a good card. Whenever your opponent draws a card, their core takes 1 damage, so it can make games go really quickly. And so far, there aren't too much Wonder combo or Wonder cards that can defeat Wonder, so it's a really good card and really annoying to get rid of. So once you get this card, if you get it out like early game, you're definitely gonna almost win, probably. But if you get it out late game, it's still good, just not as powerful as it would be early game. You got Soul Wrench, just to reduce your opponent's attack. Soul Amulet, deal 1 damage to your core, and your next wish costs 2 less. So kind of like if you know Warfront Expedite, or I believe it's actually Rian something. I think it's a recruitment, but it allows night cards to cost like 1 less. This is kind of like the Witch version, and it's cheaper, but it does do 1 damage to your core. But I think it's a decent card. Magic Ball to counter your enemy battle cards. Then Vandalize to get rid of those night defenses, which can be super annoying. Get past. Then your main draw support of the deck is Black Cats. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 in your hand, and place the rest on the bottom of your deck. So very good card. Then for those sneaky little weaker decks that only have like weak creatures, so long as this Wonder's in play, all enemy assault units lose 2 attack. So you can basically make them like where they can't even attack, and it's really good card against the Beta Knight deck I made, which has a bunch of like really cheap assault units. So that's really good. Then we got Battle Armaments. A unit in battle gains 2 attack and 2 health to buff some of those weaker witches. Death Survival lets you choose a unit from your discard pile. Your core takes 1 damage, then you return that card to your hand. So this is kind of like a way to get back those cards. And then 2 Siphon Cores. Deal 1 damage to your enemy core and recover 1 HP to your core. So that's a really good combo. So guys, this was my witch deck. Feel free to copy this deck for your own use. That's what these deck profiles are for. Or edit it in any way you want. But this is the best witch deck that I thought of. So I do plan to play this against my friends in the future, against my knight deck I made, and we will see which deck is better. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys.